Right then, this is the second time I've stood here and done this introduction for the video. Reason being is I made a huge error in judgment, thinking about how long this thing was going to take to get ready. And by this thing, I mean the Defender. And by say get ready, I mean for the MOT, which was originally booked for this time last week. Obviously, I'm here doing this intro again, so that probably means I should be able to work out that didn't happen. Now, effectively, all I wanted to do was some welding and steering arms. Now, if you know anything about Land Rovers, you know steering arms aren't necessarily the easiest thing in the world. However, once again, wasn't expecting it to take between sort of 5 hours and 6 hours for me to do that. And the usual thing with rust is as you cut out rust, generally speaking, you find more rust. So hopefully this will be the start of good videos going forwards and the start of me being able to use the Defender again, get out of there, do some lanes, but more importantly, be able to crack onto that thing that's in the garage that's been there for the last 3 years and get another project off my plate with the Lupo GTI 1.8T conversion. So anyway, no chatting, let's get cracking to the rear of the chassis, get some welding done. Right, and so at the back of the van, we left the welding as such. As you can see, really not pretty welds. However, that bit was reasonably solid. But like I say, in usual Land Rover fashion, there was a few more holes appearing as I was welding this. So the plan is, I'm going to take exhaust off, get this out of the way, cut this bracket off so hopefully I can reuse that. And I'm effectively just going to plate it all the way up to here, replate the whole section underneath as well, in the hopes that that makes this, like I say, a bit more solid for a little while in the future. Get the grinder out, get the welders out, and get cracking with this bit. So we're about 2 hours into the day so far. Most of the welding's done down, well I say the most, all of the welding's now done on this side of the chassis. So you can see where we plated it. Now, once again I'll repeat, I'm not a welder nor a fabricator, however, it's attached. Some of the welds are better than others. However, the main thing is it's solid underneath and on top. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That'll do for now. It's not a permanent fix, like I said before, but if it keeps it on the road for a little bit longer. Next job, obviously get this side all built back up. I need to get the exhaust back on. Obviously wheel back on, get this side built back up. And then the next big task is this rather rusty piece here. Now this is your tree slider, your rock slider. Yeah, you can see here, this is the outrigger that came off the chassis originally. We're welding a new one of those. So it's a matter of cutting through some of the really interesting welds on both sides, taking off the stands that I need for the tub supports, which are just at the bottom here at the minute, which are normally on the top. This is just an extra bracket that I've put on to help with the rear tub, just because the rear tub stays were a bit rubbish. You can see it's all very good. However, I've got new ones. I'm going to use another hole here and obviously go through to a bit further along, because I will be able to avoid this hole. But yeah, it was those extra brackets I put on were just to help with the mud flaps, because where they're taking the seals off, nothing was actually put in place of those. But yeah, I'm going to tidy up on the other side and then we'll get this bit done here. We're already at 1:30. I've been doing this since about 9:30 this morning, so yeah, getting a bit knackered. We'll keep going. Hopefully another 3-4 hours we'll be done. So then, as you can see, there's really not an awful lot left of the the tub outrigger on this side. I need to clean up the seatbelt stands and obviously the tub supports on the brackets on here. These need to come off, and I'll hopefully be able to rescue those. Done quite a lot of chipping already. Used the needle scaler to get a lot of the rubbish hammerite off. I'm not going to take it right back to bare metal and repaint it all. Like with everything on this van, they need replacing at some point, but if I can tidy them up for now. Main thing for me is we need to extend these legs down the way. So as we're looking at this is towards the front of the van. Effectively, I need to drop these legs down further. So all I'm going to do is obviously just going to clean these right up, get another bit of metal that I'm going to angle, just because that's where the outriggers will. So effectively, that was sat underneath there before, so you can see the angle on it. So it's effectively just a case of trying to get that to match up as close as I can with there, and obviously run that the full length along. What I can do then is drill a couple of holes, a few bolts either side, same either side, and then it's secured mechanically, unlike before where it was welded on with a couple of questionable welds. Not like I can really comment on people's welding skills, but yeah, I'm going to do that now. Clean these right down, get the stands off first though, get them potentially in the sandblaster if need be. So I have just about managed to relieve one of the tub supports from it. However, they're both a bit done for. The second one's not even worth trying to get off. I've had to grind the bolts off just because they were that rounded off. This one won't last much longer, so I'm going to order 2 of these tonight. However, I do need this one to get through MOT, as this is where the seatbelt attaches to, or one of the parts. So I'm going to get this fitted up underneath now, and the good news is I can just try and unbolt this bit when I get my new support stands, whenever they turn up in the next week or so. We'll crack on with that just now. Right, so we're still cracking on. The tree slider, rock slider on this side's all mounted now. I do need to paint it a bit more, but that's all mounted. New rail support on there as well. I'll probably do my spanner back, to be fair. That might be quite handy. New rail support, I think it's the wrong one, however, it's on. That's solid, you can see where it was before. It's now there, which is not great, but a bit better. Moving on to the steering arms. This has been an absolute mission, and I'm determined that it's not going to defeat me today, because last week was so demoralising. But it's not raining today, which is a positive. This is going to be so definite. I should probably put some earplugs on, but to see if I can get this split. And after that, get it all cleaned up and hope the bits turn up. It's just turning the whole sodding thing. That's how loose it is. Going there, it is going. Just how much longer it takes. If I don't want to absolutely wreck the threads. I thought that might have been Royal Mail then, but it's not, it's my neighbour. However, he's a very handy neighbour to have. He's also a very nice bloke. You can get on with them, well, get on with them both really well. I'm very lucky with our neighbours. Well, some of our neighbours here we're very lucky with. Not all of them, I won't say all of them. Oh, finally decided it would play ball. Great success.
So we're getting a bit late in the day here, so I'm not doing anywhere near as much recording. Not that I don't think it really matters. However, getting tired now because we're just forgetting absolutely everything. Just use the old one just to give us an idea, or give me an idea of the width, and we'll get the tracking done. Soon, sort of toe out. Yeah, right out the way. Get it tightened down, and then we should have a hole tying up for a split pin. So there's probably 3,000 ways of doing split pins. But this is the way that I was always shown. Long bit to the bottom, which kind of goes down over itself. If I can get it to go. Down and back on itself. And then it's fit to go to the top. Assuming then, at this point, I need to adjust these end bits to tighten that off, because as it stands, I can adjust this quite easily. It's quite nice actually. Quite a dream. Try and get the spanner for those bits, get those tightened up, and do the front arms. Well, like absolutely everything so far. That took way longer than it should have. However, threads are all cleaned up now, so copper eased up as well. Get the arm back on, and we can try and get the drop arm on. Once again, need to clean up some threads on that. Shock. I wrecked them getting them off with the air chisel. However, that is the last bit. However, I might say we are now at 5 to 7, and the Royal Fail Man has still not turned up. So I'm assuming I'm going to be building this without a dust shield on it for now, or a dust, I forget what the word is, seal, and it's going to have to come back off again, so I'm going to have to clean those threads and the tapers up really well. That'll do. Way less movement in there than there was before. Solid nut and bolt for it. Now to the left-handed thread. Lots of schmutz, lots of schmoo. Wind it on. This is no problems. It's not going to go easily, is it? Right, get the washer and the casting nut. Zip that side up. So here again on day 3. Forgot to film an outro yesterday, however, just do a quick outro now. I'm not going to go around a load of things. Today's a big day for the MOT, so it's just a matter of a few bits of tidying up today. But anyway, managed to get this all welded up and shocks back on. Weld's not the prettiest in the world, but hey, it's attached. On the front we've got the steering arms on. I didn't actually show all of this. I was working out here until about 9:30 last night. But in true Royal Mail fashion, they still haven't turned up. However, I've just had to put the steering arm back on without the dust seal for the steering box for now. Not a permanent solution, but it will do. And the tree slider's back on. As you saw in the clip yesterday, rather than amending the brackets or adding new brackets, just reattached them to the side here and re-welded on. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Taking me about
20 hours worth of actual work to get to this stage. Probably be much quicker if I knew what I was doing, but whatever. Another video comes soon, I'm sure. If it passes MOT today, hopefully there won't be much more major work to do, but I know there's already a few things that need doing on it. But for now, many thanks for watching. Here's the obligatory dog. Cheers.